Hello and welcome to Arena Riga. It's game day 5 in Group A of the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. And it's must-win territory for Ukraine as they take on Slovenia. The Slovenians already punched their ticket to this summer's extravaganza. Ukraine up against it going into this last window. Nothing but victories will do for them. They must win this game, otherwise Portugal will punch the ticket. The Portuguese, if Ukraine win, will need one more win to get themselves over the line. So one way or the other, it could be finished today. Here's how it stands going into this game. You can see Ukraine bottom of the standings and outside the line 0-4. The top two have already qualified, Slovenia and Israel, and Portugal in the driving seat for that third qualification spot. But Ukraine still have a chance, and where there is hope, they will continue to believe that they can make it through. For Slovenia, well, they've already punched their ticket. As I say, one or two of the more experienced players rested for this window, giving the youngsters a bit of an opportunity here, and the pressure very much off them because job is already done with 2 rounds to spare. So they are playing for momentum, for pride, and of course for the name on the front of the shirt, the flag that adorns their vests. And now the Ukrainian team will be introduced to the crowd here in Riga, and they know nothing short of 2 wins will do, and they need a little bit of help along the way. They'll need Israel to beat Portugal a bit later tonight, but if that happens, if they can win this game, and if Portugal lose that last game, it sets up a mouth-watering contest in the final game in Portugal on Monday, where essentially the winner takes it all. I mean, technically, Ukraine would need to win by 3, but it would all be riding on that last game. Can the Ukrainians push it to that? That is certainly their target, what they're hoping for today against this very talented Slovenian lineup. We will pause now for the national anthems. Starting off with the national anthem of Slovenia. And now for the national anthem of Ukraine. Well, the coaching staffs will exchange pleasantries and mementos, as to will the two teams, before heading back for their final warm-ups ahead of tip-off here in Riga in just a few minutes' time. The third team on the court are officials getting themselves ready for this one as well. Poland, Mikhail Proch. From Lithuania, Jonas Markauskas, and from Spain, Alberto Sanchez. The three officials for this game. It will be interesting to see how Slovenia, the champions of 2017, of course, attack this final window. As I say, a very youthful-looking lineup. One or two experienced players in there, like Hrovat and Muric, as the only two over the age of 30, but a lot of guys at the front end of their international careers in the 20s, and an opportunity to stake a claim for a place in the finals in, well, it's only a few months' time now, isn't it? You can really see it over the horizon, and this is the opportunity for them in this window, these two games, where the result isn't the end of the world either way. They're on the road in both of them. They go to Israel. This is the starting five. Padin, Muric, Hrovat, Sakovenik, and Daniil, the starting lineup. But they will just want to give their coach a few things to think about here. Coach Zekalic got obviously thoughts of the summer on his mind, and can any of those here stake a claim? There won't be too many opportunities between now and the summer to really force your way into that all-important lineup. And for Ukraine, well, it's just about this weekend. Can they get 2 wins and hope the ball bounces their way later this evening in Israel? Starting five: Christos, Pusteri, Koniev, Bluzhniev, and Zotov. The five that will get us underway for Ukraine in their familiar yellow. And now they head to the benches for the final instructions from the coach. And obviously, all of the pressure on Ukraine here. Minute to go until we get this ball game underway. Ukraine just trying to push it to Monday. Well, out come the Slovenians. Mark Padien leading out the team, just 19 years of age. One of the up-and-coming players in this Slovenian lineup. It's incredible, really. Relatively small country, the volume of top-quality basketball players they churn out. Well, wherever in the world you are joining us from, good evening from Riga, and an Arena Riga for this FIBA EuroBasket qualifying game. Ukraine, a phenomenal home team against Slovenia in this Group A matchup. Slovenia already punched their tickets. Ukraine need to win to keep their hopes alive. They need 3 results to go their way this weekend. This is the first of them. And we are underway with the visitors, Slovenia, with the opening possession of the contest. And a quick drive to the basket, a little bit too easy there for Horvat, getting all the way to the rim for the first score. Kicks it back out. Shot clock ticking down here. And a good challenge, good block. That's knocked out of bounds by Zhukabenu. And that will be a Ukraine ball, but they don't have much clock to work with here. There's no way to the basket, unlike we saw on the last at the other end. But that's a good inbound play. Found the open man underneath. And Koniev able to lay it home. Padien. It's to Horvat. Back to Horvat again. Oh, they sagged away from him, and he said, don't drop off me like that. I'll knock down the triple. And absolutely freed him of the court for 3. He's got the first 5 points of the contest for his team. Drive down the middle by Krutus. Foul is called. Deflected into the backcourt. So they're a bit late in the shot clock here. Slightly sloppy play, but there's a block underneath that might just go in. In fact, somebody pulled the net in the process as well, so that will count for Bliznia. Scooped up, doesn't quite go, but it will be 2 free throws for Padien. Just feels here, we're only 2 minutes into the contest. Just feels like it's been slightly easier for Slovenia to get their shots, get their looks. Scoreboard doesn't show that, but usually as the game wears on, those sort of things start to play out on the scoreboard. 1 or 2 from the free throw line, and the rebound pulled in by Bliznia. Shoot it. He had about 10 minutes to think about it, but eventually Koniev did take the 3. He's absolutely wide open. He was looking for any other option but the shot. And he's got 5 early points as well. Padien gets it back from Sukoveno. Here's Horvat out to Padien, fires up the 3. That misses everything. There's a foul on the rebound. I believe it's on Curtis. End-line ball. Padien looking to get it in. Anu trying to work his way to the rim. Good footwork in the end. Anu able to lay it in and put his team back in front. Double team here. That's going to be a backcourt violation. Just a little pressure. I think it was because of where they trapped him on the court. You've got that extra defender of the sideline and the halfway line. So it's right for a bit of press and force the turnover. Padien. Ooh, not quite sure. Daniel was expecting that. A little pump fake to the mid-range too for Muric. Just took what the defense was going to give him that nice, easy 15, 16 footer. Sotov looking to go inside, and the arms are wrapped up there. Good position from Artem Pustovic. First foul of the game on Danu. Lobbed into Pustovic, trying to scoop it underneath, but just a little too far in front of Kroniev, who's unable to hold on to it. So probably the right idea, just not well executed. Padien. Nice pass. And an easy layup at the end of it. Danu just rolling into the right spot. It's a well-executed play. You can see coming off the double curl Hrovat, and he knows the big man's going to be open underneath. It's a good start to the game for Slovenia. They're up 5. Certainly, Danu hasn't had to work too hard for his 4 points. It's nice footwork on the first one. Vizhnuk to inbound. Full court pressure here from Slovenia. This is a terrible spot to be in, but a great pass out of it and a jam at the end of it. Well, it looked like it might have been a turnover in the early part of that play, but Pustovic is wide open under the basket, rocking the rim. That's a heck of a pass to find the open man. And they say if you double team, somebody's got to be open, but usually they're a little closer than that. But an impressive assist nonetheless. Padien gets the ball back. Muric looking for some room. His pass is deflected away. Is the foul on him? I think it might be. Well, some confusion. No, it's gone the other way. Krutos called for the foul. I thought initially there was going to be a foul on Edo Muric after the turnover. Mirtic trying to go to work on his own. Hrovat, sorry. Nice pass, and there he is. So a whistle there is. He went for everything there. Danu right down the middle, trying to use that long reach of his to serve up a poster. Didn't quite get the dunk, but he did get the foul. Janko into the game for the first time. Dano at the line, just 22 years of age. You can see Kruflos with his third foul already. Might not see him for the rest of the half. An impressive start to the game for Dano. Again, this pressure down court causing a few issues. There is a foul though on that one. Slovenia just a little too excitable reaching in. Problems for him to deal with in the early stages here. Down 5, but it's more about the pressure that his team is struggling a little bit with. Zoltov will come back to the ball. He's dribbled it into a double team, turns the ball over. They get it back, Ukraine. Slightly fortunate there. Oh, a little hop, skip and a pass there at the end of it. Off the mark, ball is loose, and it's Slovenia who come away with it. Novak taking it. Danu again, there's another layup for Danu. What a start to the ball game he has had. Almost outscoring Ukraine on his own. He's got half his team's points. Dushak with his first foul. See Krova under pressure, but there he is again, running hard, cleaning it up. Zoltov to inbound. Gets it into Sanon. There's Zanu again, this time in the passing lanes, playing the defense to steal it away. Lushak brings it forward. Lushak trying to find room underneath, throws it all the way out, throws it away, though straight in the hands to Bobrov. Zoltov will reset. Chunko looking inside, and there's a foul as well, as that one's laid home by Artem Pushtavi. Just the lob over the top, and 23 on 23 there. Foul will go against Luka Struka. Pushtavi at the line, looking for the three-point play. Lane violation doesn't matter as the shot goes in. He will sit down with 5 points to his name already. Nowitzki coming in for it. Some full court pressure this time from Ukraine. Kind of melts away once the ball is in play. Dushak brings it forward. Horvat right down the middle to the finger roll. He beat the first man. Not much in the way of help defense, and Gregor Horvat has a nice easy finger roll. He's up to 7. Sanon. Shot clock being counted down. Sanon backing his way to the rim. Can't get that one to go, and it's out of bounds off a Ukrainian hand, so Slovenia will get the ball back. Slovenia will get a breather. 3:40 left in the first quarter. Slovenia on top. Lushak with the ball. Waiting for the screen, gets the switch. He's going to try and take it himself, and he ends up just losing the handle. And Nowitzki takes it away. Here's Sanon. Well, maybe a push-off there, yes indeed. Just that off arm extending out to create a bit of space. Let's watch that. There we go, it's a pretty clear view of it from that angle. First foul of the game on Yusuf Sanon. It's an offensive foul, so it's not free throws. Ushak bringing it forward. Vukovic, he had the baseline, probably went a little slow, and he was met by Bobrov, who comes up with the block. Sanon up in the air. Mid-range jumper off the back of the iron from Lukashov. Offensive rebound is put back in by Bobrov. Three ball, nothing but net. Just let that one fly, Shruka. Seven-point Slovenian lead. That fell a long way short. Oh, up in the air and nowhere to go for Strina. Ends up throwing it away. Sanon running hard. Good fast break from Ukraine. Lukashov on the end of it. Horvat. Back to Dushchak. Space along the baseline. It's a tough shot in the end. Kind of got underneath the rim there. Did Leon Sturra. Partly because he was bumped. So it'll be 2 free throws. Both coaches rotating a lot here in the first quarter. Lead back up to 6 here. Minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Stupchenko in the corner hits the triple, and he cuts the lead in half. Not had too many wide open looks like that. Padien gets it back. No way into the key. Shot clock down in red numbers here. Needs to go up. Shunko gets it away. Ukraine with the rebound into the final minute. Lukashov with the ball. Well, from one block to the other. Spin and a foul. Nowitzki will go to the line. Vukovic with his hand up. Not too many complaints with that one. Pretty obvious slap down at the ball. Well, Ukraine have struggled a little bit at times in this quarter. But they've got it back to a point, or have they? Yes, they have. That one does bobble in. Padien brings it forward for Slovenia. Oh, right underneath. Shuka all on his own, found by Smolaka. Sanon trying to run it down. Oh, great block. He's still got it though, Tukchenko. Last couple of seconds, needs to get a shot away. Gets it in time. Did that beat the buzzer? No, but there's a foul. Pretty sure there's a foul called. It's just a question of whether the foul was before or after the buzzer. I think the referee's going to talk this one over. There was definitely a foul call. They might have to check the monitor. There is a signal for a foul. They're going to check whether the foul was in time or not. Yeah, .1 is what's been put on the board. Lukashenko with the foul. So Rostislav Nowitzki, it'd be typical here. We've just worked out he's got the foul and then doesn't make either of them. And he does make the second. They'll just inbound this. There's almost no point in doing anything else. That'll do it for the first quarter. Slovenia started strongly, but Ukraine have grown into this game as it's gone through. The end of one, Ukraine 22, Slovenia 24. Well, the Slovenians led by as many as 7. You can see just shading it on the shooting numbers. The notable thing is how high they are on both sides of the board. Really good shooting percentages to this point, although the coaches might point out, as we watch the highlights of this first quarter, there's 1 or 2 slightly easy buckets that maybe defenses could take away, something like that, for example. Help was a little late coming. And again, stepping off for 3. So maybe the coaches will be talking about how their defenses can improve. Not a lot you can do about that. It's just a heck of a pass, really. But definitely the pressure early on from Slovenia caused Ukraine some issues. They didn't always turn it over, but there was a couple of them. There was a few more where they were later into the shot clock than they would have liked because of the pressure they were having to deal with. It's a great weekend of basketball all around the world, with all of the windows of the continental competitions going on simultaneously. The competitions coming towards their conclusion. Tickets being punched here in EuroBasket and indeed in all of the competitions. And you can keep on top of it all. Scan the QR code, download the Courtside 1891 app and watch all the action. Scores and stats as well as the live streams. Underway here in the second quarter. It's not a great pass. Sanon manages to keep it alive for Ukraine, but that was another one that could easily have been a turnover. Lukashov back to Sanon, looking down into that low block. Can't get it there for the minute. Sanon's going to fire up the 3. That's off the front of the iron. Saved well by Lukashov. Sanon driving, crowded out of it. Ball on the floor, diving down, and that will be a held ball. Possession arrow obviously will go to Slovenia, as we just saw Ukraine 30 seconds ago inbound to start this quarter. Still to inbound. Padien at the point guard position. With a little crossover, gets his shot away through the contact, and he will go to the line for a bonus free throw. Again, it's just a nice little crossover. Nowitzki slightly clumsy, really, after the shot had gone, but what a prospect this young man is. Just 19 years of age, not long turned 19 either. He's definitely one to keep an eye on for the future. Lukashov wide open, back iron on the three. Rebound snatched out of the air by Shuka. Padien gets the switch, looking to attack now. He's going to fire up the three. Back iron on that one. Good rebound from Ivan Tukchenko. Lob over the top for Bobrov. All the way back round to Sanon for three. Good ball movement from Ukraine. And that cuts it to two. First points of the game for Isof Sanon. But those three are taken right back by Robert Jurkovic. Lukashov. It looked like Padien was trying to commit a foul there and unable to do it. Sanon late shot clock to the spin. Got to get it away. Got a bit of room in the end. Left it short though. Rebound grabbed by Jurkovic. Ooh, big screen. Sanon's gone down. He looks in a bit of trouble. Slow to his feet. Ball is held. And that will be a possession arrow. But Sanon was very slow to his feet. Ooh, hit it hard. You see a big collision. Even Jurkovic seemed to be a bit shook up by that. He's right in front of the Slovenian bench. I don't think he was getting too much sympathy at all there, Sanon, but there you go. He's able to carry on. Schenker setting the screen. Comes to him. Lukashov throwing it down low to Bobrov, who gets a shove in the back. Bobrov, just too much zip on that pass, ends up turning it over. Again, coming the other way. Hiding behind the screen, gets it into Jurkovic. Stogar gets into the key, up in the air. He wasn't quite sure what he was going to do with it. That's the foul. Is it on the shot or is it after the shot? He's gone down hard there. Looked in a bit of pain. It was just a question of whether, I think the referee's given shots, whether he's got him on the land or he's very close to having already landed. Of course, once you come back down, the foul then becomes on the floor. But this one given as a shooting foul. Luzio returns. Dennis Lukashov going out. First one of 3 free throws off the back of the rim. Another one of this very youthful lineup. He's still only 18 years of age. Won't turn 19 until August this year. But he's already making a name for himself at underage level and now into the senior team. Quite often a coach will take one youngster with them in the 12 just to get a feel for it. As I say, Slovenia already know they've secured their passage to EuroBasket 25. Here's Pagian going quick, going all the way to the rim, taking it hard. What a finish! Marek Pagian having himself a ball game here. He's played really well in the first 14 minutes. Very aggressive, the young man. And look at this. Only one thing on his mind as soon as he got the ball at midcourt. A little in and out to get past the first defender, and then strong finish at the rim to lay it home. Timeout, Ukraine.
Они помогают, ты оттуда не отдашь предыдущим. Получи здесь. Играй, и быстрей. Просто сейчас мы играем как эстонцы. Мы думаем. И медленно играем. Зачем ты такая передать помог, поворачивал голову и потом пол. Пусть они играют 2 на 2. Хватит! Хватит! Мы будьте мужиками, показываем, что у нас там что-то есть. 1 на 1. Хорошее решение после 14 секунды. Switch. Хватит думать. Надо играть. Эй, эй. Играем, играем.
Well, just a little worry here for Ukraine now. This gap has got out to 8. That's the biggest it's been in the contest. And they don't want this one getting out of reach here early in the second quarter. 6 points, 1 assist, 1 rebound for this young man who has really played well in the first 13 and a half minutes of this contest. Again, a little full court pressure from Slovenia, nothing too serious. A bit too much size there, but no finish at the end of it. I thought at first that Blizniak had worked his way nicely to the rim, but he left it short. That pass a little off the mark, but still have it. And again, how many times have we seen that? The little turn of the corner or straight down the lane. This time it's third guy getting to the rim. And it's a double-figure lead. And Ukraine really have to do something about that, because it's basically beat your man and get to the basket. Whether it's they need to stay in front better or whether the rotation needs to come with the help, I'm not sure, but certainly something needs doing, because look at that. Once he's got his shoulders level, it's basically a layup. Sanon dropping it inside, must have been a travel there, yeah, up and down from Kustovi. Oh, worrying times here for Coach Aratis. 11-3 this quarter, just the 3 points in. Well, by the time they get the ball back, it'll be the best part of 5 minutes. But again, oof, that's a clumsy one. He seems okay. I thought at first he might be in a bit of trouble. Gregor Hrovat. But well, he almost hurdled him, didn't he, Kristovi? Hrovat. Hrovat needs to go to work here. Shot needs to go up, it's turned over instead. Zoltov will bring it away. It's a right battle underneath. And that one's going to go against Jurkovic. The problem in that situation for the defender is once Artem Pushtavi has his position under the rim, you're going to do well to move him. You can see by the time he's realized he's in the wrong spot, it's too late. Pushtavi taking full advantage there and drawing the foul. Oh, not a great pass. Terrible turnover, really. And they've got numbers. Well, that is very modern basketball, isn't it? Slovenia, rather than running to the rim, 3-on-1, runs to the wing and hits a three. Welcome to basketball in 2025. Zanon driving into trouble. Blocking foul is going to be the call, but more worrying than that. On the floor, looks in a bit of trouble there. Leon Sturvar grabbing his knee. We've just got to hope that it was just a knee-on-knee collision and not something more serious. It does look like knee-on-knee, to be fair, but then he's got landed on as well. Hopefully that's just one of those painful ones that isn't too serious. Meanwhile, that three at the other end, as I say, you run a play like that 20 years ago, you get a bench, but nowadays you get three. Well, I think they just went to Padgett, do you want to go back in? He's like, yep, put me in, coach. He's 19, he's not tired. Oh, that's a better sign. Still got up on his feet, walking off. Hopefully, as I say, it's just a knee on knee, bone on bone. And nothing more serious than that. Maybe a bruise somewhere along the line, and nothing worse. And the other thing is, when he gets back up onto his feet and he looks up at the scoreboard, he's got a foul to his name. To add insult to, hopefully, a not too serious injury. Lane violation doesn't matter with the free throw going in. Zanon makes them both. He's going to get a little breather as Denis Lukashov returns. All trouble here. Needs to get it over the line. Does so well. Hrovat for three. Short on that one. Not their best offensive set there, I would say. Pushtavi on the other side, maybe could have took a drop step. Still struggling for offense here in this quarter. Hrovat. Oh, nice roll to the basket, and the foul is called. And Tano will go to the line. Again, it's just a well-executed roll, this, isn't it? Sets the screen, rolls to the basket, captures the ball, takes it right into the guts of the Hulk defense, and Gigadanu at the foul line. Playing for Cedevita Olympia. Another one who's really at the front end of his career, just 22 years of age. It was noticeable. You look at the ages right down the Slovenian lineup. Could almost be an under-23 team with one or two exceptions. He cuts it to 10. He's got 7 very efficient points, Artem Pustovi. Roll that to the rim. Misses the finger roll, but only keeps it alive. Slovak throws it up. Referee says on the floor. It doesn't matter, they're over the limit anyway. So it'll be 2 free throws anyway. Said 1 or 2 exceptions. I think it's fair to say Slovak not getting in an under-23 team anymore. He is one of the few guys for whom his year of birth starts with a 19. Playing, of course, for Dijon in France for the last 3 seasons. Spent the last 5 years in the French top division. And he pushes his team's lead out to 12. You get the sense that you can run the baseline here, it's a score. He seemed a bit stuck there, Luzhnev. You get the sense that Ukraine need a bit of a spell here in these last 3 minutes to try and nibble into this lead. That'll help. Oh, it's jammed in by Pustovi. I'm not sure whether it would have gone in the first place, but he made sure it did. Slovak circles his way back out. Here he is again. Pass is deflected and Ukraine force a turnover. Zotov pushing. Oh, he's open underneath. That's going to be a foul. Lukashov with a push in the back. He was open there, Pustovi, but Lukashov's pass was a little too floaty there. Gave the defender an opportunity. Lukashov, frustrated figure as he sits down. Well, very frustrated. The chair gets the wrath. But I think it's the pass he's more frustrated with than the foul. Horvat once again at the free throw line. We've been getting there with some regularity as this half has worn on. 11 of 16 now from the foul line. Zotov. Sanon kicked out to the corner. There's a massive size mismatch inside. They can't take advantage of it quick enough though. And the switch is back and it's stolen away. Mulic comes up with it. Oh, he slowed down really well. There's Zanu underneath for the rebound. It was good play, I thought, in the first place from Horvat. Couldn't quite get it to go. Zanu able to kiss it in off the window. 4 of 4 for shooting for 11 points. To be crowded out of it in the end. In the right place to grab that rebound. And with less than 100 seconds to play, Slovenia looking to add to this 14-point first half lead. Back iron from Sukovene. Sanon, his 3 hits the rim as well. Sukovene is going to take his time. For that. Well, they got the switch here. Still got a mismatch inside, but they're running out of clock. And in the end, it's a bit of a heave on the buzzer for Modric. And that's a mismatch of epic proportion there. Just to be able to lay it in. He's into double figures now with 11. Modric off 1 foot, leaves it short. Good box out from Pustovi. The shot clock is off, so Ukraine can get the final shot of this half. Maybe get it to 10, even into single figures. On. Up goes the 3, and in goes the 3. Big shot to finish the half. Vitaly Zoltov with the triple. Boy, did they need that. They were wobbling a little bit at times. Ukraine trailed by as many as 14, but they got it back to single figures at the half. It's Ukraine 36, Slovenia 45. Well, he'll be very happy with how his young team have performed in this first half. I mean, look at the shooting percentage, 65 from 2, pretty good. They got to the line a lot, 16 attempts in that first half. Pretty even in all the other categories, but not quite so on the scoreboard, which is the one that matters. Ukraine 9 points down in a game they must win, remember. Defeat for them will end their hopes of qualification and put Portugal through to EuroBasket for the first time since 2011. Let's have a look back at the highlights from this second quarter, and really Slovenia started to put the squeeze on early on. First 5 minutes of the second quarter, Ukraine only managed 3 points. And that was the point at which the lead ballooned out to 14, and a lot of defensive pressure turning into offensive points. And in the half court, they were able to get to the rim consistently, which is why their two-point shooting is so high. But there was a little bit of a rally late on in that first half. Ukraine just able to claw their way back into this game, to give them something to build on in the third quarter, to try and get the momentum that they need. Remember, 3 games have to go their way this weekend. This is the first of them. At the minute, it's not, but they've got to keep believing, keep finding a way. Definitely need to up the defensive effort. I think if they give up 90, which they're on pace to do, they're not going to win this game. So they've got to find some way of slowing down Slovenia offensively if they are to get the win they desperately need and indeed crave.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they would do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
Turkey may not allow that, and Turkey will get the steal. Oh, behind the back pass. How about that?
Kicks it out, Willis. He hasn't made one yet. And that one doesn't go in either. He is a walking highlight reel when it comes to dunks.
Turnover again. Andrew Nashkashvili needs a pass, puts it into Shengelia for two, the crowd are in it. Timeout Finland, back-to-back turnovers lead to a 5-point advantage for Georgia.
Now Houston throws the alley, but Guerra, buenas noches. La Laguna, Tenerife, baby. Well, if you want to go to Tenerife, fly Frank Guerra Airlines. Muchos gracias.
Still plenty of time left though. Abramovich getting himself in a spin at the top.
Passed inside. Oh, that is a poster. That is huge. Comprovenza. That's an angry man throwing it down. Entry pass. Oh, beautiful play. Zugris turns that rim into his own personal jungle gym.
Oh, there's a lane here. Oh, and it's filled beautifully. And they're carrying on where he left off in the first half.
Uh-oh, look at this. Macondo mashing it home. S'il vous plaît. Look at this. He is for, oh, look at that hunger. Inbounds pass. Oh, unbelievable. The three-pointer. Can you believe it? Inbounds the ball off the back of the defender. Look at this. Oh, my. Yilmaz is never going to live that down.
And basketball fans, I'll say it. Well, no, got it up. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me? Did it count? Are we going to double overtime? I can't believe it. I think that's good. That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Well, Ukraine in a bit of trouble here at halftime at Arena Riga, and this man is certainly a part of that troubleshooter. Dario with a perfect 4 of 4 shooting for his 11 points. And, well, it's really the front half of that statement that's been the issue. It's everything has been right at the basket, relatively comfortable as well. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line when he's been sent there. And you say, yeah, that's good footwork. It's nice post play, but maybe not quite enough resistance. Certainly not enough resistance on that play. It's just a drive, a help, a kick, no help the helper. It's quite easy, really, from a Slovenian perspective. Ukraine have been led by Artem, pushed to the inside again, but he will think there was maybe even a little more out there for him. There were a couple of times where he seemed to have mismatches and his teammates couldn't quite get him the ball. Obviously, his length is a massive problem for anybody coming up against him, standing at 2 meters and 19 centimeters, 7'2" if you work in the old money, but that's a lot taller than anybody that Slovenia have to deal with. And it's a question of, can they get him a few more touches? It's got to come quick. They've been crowding him out with double teams if he takes too long. But they've got to really try and use that size and length, incredible wingspan as well, to give them that advantage underneath the basket, and maybe even at the defensive end a little bit as well, because I was talking about the lack of resistance at the rim. Reminder of the scenario here in this Group A of the FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Slovenia, #1 in the group, 3-1, already qualified. Israel, #2 in the group, 3-1, already qualified. Portugal, #3 in the group, 2-2, and just need one more result to be assured of their first trip to EuroBasket for 14 years. 2011 was the last time they made the finals. This is the first result that could go their way, and it is going their way. A Slovenia win will punch the ticket for Portugal and eliminate Ukraine with 1 round to play. If this doesn't go their way, if Ukraine do come back and win this contest, then Portugal will have a chance later tonight, 8 o'clock Central European time, in away to Israel. They lost by 2, the Portuguese, last time they played Israel. And then if it doesn't go their way, if Israel win that game, it goes down to the final round on Monday, where Israel and Slovenia will play each other out for the bragging rights of winning the group. But more importantly, Portugal and Ukraine will be fighting for the place, the third spot in this group to qualify. Portugal have a 2-point advantage in the head-to-head should it come to that, so Ukraine would need to win by 3. There is a scenario where winning by 2 would be enough, but it requires a massive turnaround in points difference, which seems unlikely. So 3 would be the target, but there's a game and a half before that that needs to bounce the way of this Ukrainian team. And as I say, the worry for them really is probably the 45 more than the 36, because, you know, 36 is only a couple of scores below what you would say is par. 45 is too many. You play that out to 90. It's tough to win a game international level giving up 90, and it also means they need best part of 60 in the second half. So really they've got to be thinking, can we keep them to 15, 16 in each quarter here in the second half? That then trajects you down into the high 70s, and then you need less than 50 to win in the second half. That's got to be the target, I would say, is how they get about it defensively. Just a little more resistance required, because again, I go back to the shooting numbers we were talking about at the start of the half. 65% from 2-point range, 37 from 3. And even though they're sub 70 from the free throw line, the volume of free throws that they've shot is the issue.
Let's change something on my side. I'm going greenish right now. Let's do like this. Guys, whatever we do, that's a lyric. It's fucking the lyrics. Everything starts from north, from our aggressive. Whatever we do that aggressively. Be the fucking motherfuckers on the court. That's it. That's it.
Okay, we'll apologise for the language in that timeout, but you can understand the message he's trying to get through to his team, trying them to up their intensity, up their aggression, and leave it all out there on the court.
In transition from the beginning, we go 20 points. And half-court opens, we go with him, Beast. Forward with the Bogdan piece. And so first, defensively, so 14 seconds, we go flat from the top 14, we go switch aggressive way. We're going to switch it aggressive. After that,
well, don't forget to keep on top of all of the EuroBasket qualifiers. Scan the QR code, download the EuroBasket app. It's all going on this weekend. Games galore tonight. You need the app to keep yourself over all of the action as the final places at EuroBasket will be secured over this weekend. Here we are then, Arena Riga in Latvia, the hosts for Ukraine against Slovenia. Slovenia leading at the start of the second half by 9, 36 to 45. And Ukraine in all yellow with the rebound will bring it back. Ukraine needing to win to keep alive their hopes of qualifying. Sanon at the top knocks down the three. Well, that is the perfect start, isn't it? You get a stop at one end, you get a three-pointer, you get some confusion on a turnover, and you get the ball back. I think half the Ukrainian team didn't even see the turnover because they were running back on defense. But just thrown straight out of bounds, so it'll be possession from the end line. Of course, it's possession in the front court, so only 14 on the shot clock. Back-to-back threes, and out of nowhere, inside the first minute, Ukraine have cut it to a three-point lead. Zotov following Sanon in from behind the arc, and this is a different team come out of the locker room here. Ukraine, with it all to do, have done most of it in the first minute. Dano hands it back to Krova. He backs away, he's going to look to attack, use his speed, going downhill, spinning, dishes it off, ball is loose. Dano can't climb up with it. Oh, it's fallen nicely, just in time. Right place, right time for the finish was Miha Sokovenek. Didn't know too much about it, but he certainly saw it when he got there. Well, Sanon went for another one, and Zoltov couldn't quite keep it in bounds. All right. Pushing hard, getting all the way to the rim, but he's got too much on that layup. And it doesn't drop. Foul there from Padian. Had an excellent first half. The young man. Well, you couldn't get a better start than this, could you? 2 threes on the first 2 plays from the other team have turned the ball over in between. Sanon gets into the key. blocking foul. I thought for a second the way the referee stopped, he was going to do the old fist movement, but it was a blocking foul. Let's have another look at this one. It's right on the line, isn't it? No doubt in his mind which way that was on the old charge blockometer. Zanon to the runner. He's been active here at the start of the second half, hasn't he? Oh, nice pass. Oh, not pulled in though. Muric couldn't quite get his hands on it. It was a good idea from Mark Hadian. Back out to Zanon. That's not a great pass. Stolen away. Hrovac pushes it forward to Muric. He nearly loses it. Foul called against Koniev. His first. For three. Gets a hand on it, but it comes all the way out to Bobrov. Koniev off the mark. With the rebound. Hadiev drives, kicks it out. Hrovac loads of times has at his feet, and there's only one result there. You give a player of his caliber that much time and space, you're going to get punished for it. 14 now for Gregor Hrovac. Well, they've weathered the initial storm here, Slovenia. That first minute, they were rocking, but they seem to regain their equilibrium. Sonoff's shot is short, and Zanon just can't quite reach that to keep it in play. Ivanchenko in for Koniev. Hrovac with the ball. Good pressure from Zoltov, but they break the pressure, and there is Muric. Throw it in off the glass, leads back to double figures. Chenko. Bobrov throwing it inside, comes back out to Zanon for three, and he knocks down his second of the half. Third three-pointer in total for 11 points. Muric thought about the three, took it at the second attempt. And Edo Muric bangs in a three to push it back to 10. His first of the game, midway through the third quarter. Ukraine trying to keep it alive here. It's going to be a foul. Zanon. And the referees just wonder if they're going to have a conversation about potential unsportsmanlike here. Looks like he's going for the ball initially. Second personal foul on Tunnel. Horvat trying to feed it inside. Good foul in the end from Zoltov. He realized that if he didn't commit a foul there, it was going to be an easy dunk. Oh, that's tough. That is nice from Ado Muric. And all that hard work, getting it down to 3. It's back out to 12. Well, I don't know whether Bobrov's tip counted or whether they're going to give the points to Bluzniuk. Oh, tipped off the rim. Good play. Lukashov running into Horvat. They scored the first 6 points of the quarter. Horvat's going to have to sit down on 3 fouls. But 12 of the last 17 have gone the other way. So Slovenia winning this quarter, having started slowly. Right down the lane, taking it hard. Muric with the foul. Tap at the chest. I just wonder whether maybe he was supposed to rotate a little quicker. He looked like he took full responsibility for it, whatever it was. Bluzniuk at the free throw line, playing his club basketball in Lithuania this season. Just an issue with the table. It's a thumbs up now from the official, and we can get things back underway. Slovenia still leading this one by 8. Oh, that's nice. Just coming off the curl right into the open shot. Slovenia knocking that down as if it's pre-game warm-up. Long way into that shot fake. Will that count? Yes, it will. Basket is good. And he'll go to the line for a bonus. Muric happy at first. With the foul. Once again, Bluzniuk gets at the free throw line. And that one doesn't quite drop, but it falls. Oh, Pustovic, how's he missed from there? Gets his own rebound, he still misses. Well, the big fella has to lay one of those two in. Lukashenko for three. There he is again. Pustovoy with the rebound. Wreaking havoc in the key. He's claiming he was fouled on one of the two previous ones, but I still think he's got to lay it in. 2:19. He hasn't got far to go to the rim. Well, here he is at the free throw line. Looking to add to his personal tally, and more importantly, trim another 2 points off the deficit as far as his team are concerned. He's front iron on the second one. Muric with the rebound. 12.6 rebounds, 13 minutes. Good production from Pustovoy. Well, that pass is just deflected away. And Lukashenko's adamant that didn't touch him last on the way out. Definitely touched him there on the deflection. It is his hand that knocks it out. Good quick reaction from the replay operator as well there to punch the ball away. Lukashov. A little short on that three ball. Not quite enough legs on it. Danu with the offensive rebound, how did he scoop that one up? What an incredible finish that is. Danu seemed to be behind the basket and on the right side, but somehow he laid it in. Jenko for three, off the mark. Out of bounds. Referees have a quick glance at each other to see which way. Look at this finish. He's done incredibly well there. I mean, he faked out our cameraman. It was that good. Look, he's behind the basket. A little bit of spin on that as well. Great finish. Had a great first half, I thought. Danu, and he's making an impact now. He's back in the game here in the second half. And here he is again. Oh, he's bobbled it, and he's crowded out. Tipped in twice, and eventually the points are good for Sergei Masura. Luziak to the rim. I don't know if Danu got a little piece of it, but it was certainly off the mark. Offensive foul goes against Padyan. Lukashov just jumping the right way there, getting his body in the line. Sanon returns to the action. 1:42 to go here in the third quarter. Quarter that started really well for Ukraine, but has swayed back towards Slovenia. Pustovoy, again, his substantial frame is a problem, isn't it? Once he gets in position, it doesn't really matter who's on his back. They're not getting it off him by legal means. Even Danu stands at 210. He's given up 9 centimeters to him. Oh, little tap of the head. The last 2 free throws he's taken have been short of the mark. Second one is good. Sturgar to inbound. Needs a a little help. Sanon just a little too aggressive. He got him in a tough spot there, Dushak. And Sanon just a little nudge in the back and helping him out. Third foul on Sanon. Oh, there was no Puigdemont was just lining him up there. I think Sanon's hurt himself. He's in the backcourt on his own. The referee's going to stop the game. I didn't quite see what he did, but he's going to have to come out of the game. He's walking out under his own steam. Oh, is it a hamstring? Well, you can see there was no way through there. And then by the time the cameraman comes back, we can't quite see what he's done. Maybe it's just in the push-off. Felt something go. That could be the end of his contest here. Zoltov kind of threw that in the hope that a whistle was coming his way. It didn't. And once again, they've turned defense into offense. Leon Sturgach, the man on the end of it. This quarter is really starting to get away from Ukraine now.
Hey, how to say it, like, don't do anything over their ass. Don't look on TV, don't remember how the big guys play. Play like we can to play. Execute strictly, you play the point. Yeah, Bogdan play the point. Now inside, let's go like French break, he goes the point. And there we go for a chin. We know how we start, we know how we continue, we know how we did. But don't be fucking soft, that's all.
Well, again, apologies for the language, but this quarter, you think they scored the first 6 points on that in that first minute of the quarter. It's been 21-11 since then. They've been outscored by 10 since the 1 minute mark of this period. And Slovenia have scored 20 plus in every quarter now. Mudric with 9 points. One of the experienced heads on this very young squad. No room on the baseline, and his pass out is not a good one. And you're just starting to wonder whether they still believe it here. Ukraine, they've got just over 10 minutes to scramble out of this hole, but they just haven't been able to string periods of consistency together for long enough to this point. We've all seen 13 points overcome in 10 minutes. We've seen it overcome in 2 minutes. But the momentum of this game isn't suggesting that the men in yellow have that sort of run in them as it stands. Oh, Danu with the miss from close range. He's been perfect all game, but couldn't get that one to go. Lushniak to the rim with the finish, lays it in. And that will do it for the third quarter that started so well for Ukraine. They cut it to a 3-point game right at the start, but going into the fourth, it's back out to 11. 55-66 Slovenia lead. Oh, here's the numbers. Still amazingly good from Slovenia. Basically 60-40-70. You take that and it'll win you a lot of games. Well, it was the perfect start, wasn't it? As we look back on the highlights of this third quarter, back-to-back threes and a turnover in between. And what was 9 became 3 in the blink of an eye. But Slovenia were able to find their rhythm once again here in the third quarter and get themselves back into a position of authority, of control of this game. And Ukraine, with 10 minutes to go in this contest, staring down the barrel of elimination from qualification in the 2025 FIBA EuroBasket. The Portuguese, well, if they're watching, will be very happy with how it is. I'm sure one of the assistant coaches or somebody is keeping abreast of this result. You can keep abreast of all of the results on courtside 1891. Scan the QR code and you'll be able to watch that Portugal game coming up at 8 o'clock Central European time against Israel. It might be a party rather than a nervy one for the Portuguese, but that will very much depend on these last 10 minutes. Here at Arena Riga, Ukraine and Slovenia in Group A of FIBA EuroBasket qualifiers. Ukraine have to somehow win this quarter by 12, or they will not be going to EuroBasket. Slovenia already punched their ticket, but this young squad has certainly shown what the next generation of Slovenia looks like, and it looks pretty good. Offensive foul. Dusha. Taking the charge. Zortov with the foul. His second personal. Oh, it's stolen away. Almost. I'm not sure he knew 100% about that. Tkachenko, it's almost like it sort of just stuck to his hands. Chukov with the foul. His third, sideline ball. He stared it down like he thought it was going in there, Tkachenko, but it didn't. Oh, dancing to the rim. I'm not sure that was the best pass option. Oh my goodness. That was a heck of a... Was he trying to throw an alley-oop or was it an errant pass? I'm not quite sure. Either way, it's turned over. Defense scrambling a little bit. And eventually the foul is called, and will send Nowitzki to the free throw line. Well, two men there, two young men that have really performed well for their country tonight. Padyan and Zhuga Danu, 19 and 22 years of age respectively. And I think we'll be seeing them in a Slovenian shirt for many more years to come. Thrown straight out of bounds by Leon Sturgar. Well, is there one final push, one final charge, one final twist in the tail as far as Ukraine are concerned to get the win that will get them on the board in this qualifying group and at least push it along for another couple of hours. It'll be out of their control even if they do win, but it might come right back into their control for Monday if somehow they can turn this around. Padilla on the back there. I think that might be his 4th personal foul. Confirmation of the 4th foul on Padilla. No need to take him out in a game like this. Oh, he's close to a 5th there, wasn't he? Very close. He nearly made the decision for his coach to come out of the game. Nowitzki profits. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it's a goal attempt. Slap the backboard. It's a good attack from Sturgar. Got all the way to the rim and laid it up there, and you'll see it here. Watch the backboard shake as the slap comes along, and if you hit the backboard and the ball's got a chance of going in, which that one very much did, it's a basket interference. And 2 points. Padilla and Woods come out of the game now. Vitaly Zoltov brings it over midcourt. Blizniak taking it to the rim and taking it strong. Bogdan Blizniak with the finish. They need a few stops. Can't keep trading scores here with 7 to play. Right down the middle, and that's been the story of the game. It doesn't really matter who it is. Somebody's found a way. It was Schmerka that time, but somebody's found a way of getting to the rim and laying in. Foul call. Sturgar with the offense. Slovenia are over the limit here. With still 6:46 to go. That might be a route back in for his team. Ratcliffe has been trying everything he can to get his team back into this contest. And it's only 9 points, but 9 points feels like a lot in this game for some reason, because they haven't really had, other than those 2 threes, a big run. That's a tough shot under pressure, and there's going to be a foul on the rebound. I assume it's on Gregor Horvath. It is, and well, that stops the clock, and it's free throws. I'm not 100% sure what he's supposed to do in that situation. Neither's he, by the look of his facial expression. It's his 4th foul. I just wonder, actually, might fouls be an issue in terms of being over the limit? And influential players in a bit of trouble. Padgett on the bench on 4. Throwback now joins him on 4. It's 8 points now. Not taking him out of the game just yet. Nice pass. Oh, that needs to go in. People will want that one back. Tkaczynski with the foul. But Luka will feel he should be going to the line for 1 here and not 2. A clunky sound. There's that one through a fair chunk of iron, but it goes in. It's worth the same as the one that goes back room and down. And it's 10 once more. Well, this is an issue now. As I say, you can't keep sending them to the line, although Ukraine keep going 1 for 2, which doesn't help. Still going out on 3. And 1 for 2 is going to be the best they can do again. Oh, he's missed them both. Well, the reality is, when you're down 10, you can't afford to miss 9 free throws as they have done. 4 here in the 4th quarter already. Oh, nice pass. Oh, another one where Juku could be going to the line for 1 instead of 2. That one was a bit more difficult. It's a lovely pass from Brorat. He should get an assist if free throw is made here. And he does. Oh, 1 for 2 there as well. Both teams missing free throws. Brugge to the rim. And that is, well, not blocked, just thrown straight out of bounds from Brugge. Oh, he's walked with it. He's moved along the baseline. The referee's called him for the out-of-bounds travel. Oh, you can see Coach doesn't agree with that. It's one of those calls that you see so rarely at the top level. It just takes a moment or 2 to process. Oh, a long way into the shot fake there. Shot clock getting low. I think hit the rim. Did it hit the rim? The referee stopped the game. Say they're going to chat this over. Basket good, I think. Did hit the rim, hit the front of the rim. So that basket will count. It did look like it hit the front of the rim. I think his argument is if you blew the whistle, then the game stops. You can't carry on, but unless the whistle came after the lay-in. Well, they're feeling a little hard done to at the minute, Slovenia. They're still up 9. We'll make it 7 now. Luzhniak will not let this one go. 5:22 to go. Ukraine have been behind for almost all of this contest, but it doesn't matter how long you lead for, it's when you lead. They've had the lead for 36 seconds in this game, but could they somehow snatch it at the last? Timeout called by Slovenia. Well, 2 timeouts each left, 1 foul to give still for Ukraine, and in case they need it, a challenge in the back pocket for the coaches. You have to say, every time Ukraine have looked like they might get a little bit of momentum, they might get something going in their direction, Slovenia respond. I mean, it tells you something about the youth of this lineup. You look at the faces there in that huddle, you could almost be convinced it was an under-18 team, couldn't you? They're all a little older than that, but such a fresh-faced group of players out there for Slovenia right now. As I say, you look down the roster, Modric is 33, Krovat is 30, and everybody else is 24 and under. Sergei is 24. Most of them are 22, 23, 20. This young man is 19. He's got called for his 5th foul. He's out of the game. And coach is mad on the sidelines. He thought there was a foul. Hadjian did too. Well, he's under a lot of pressure. He's fighting it off. There's probably a foul at the end. The question is whether there was a foul beforehand. Well, 6 points, 3 assists. Doesn't really tell the tale. I thought he was excellent in the first half, young Padgett. Really impressed with his performance. But it will not be added to now as he's out of the game. Little pump fake that's stolen away. That showing his experience there to get a defensive stop for his team. Foul called. Mstislav Nowitzki. With the foul, 4th team foul now, so both teams at the bonus. Krovat for 3. Well, he came up with the defensive play at one end. He knocks down the triple at the other. And suddenly everything's looking right again as far as Slovenia are concerned. They're back up 10. There's an illegal screen. That's a really bad foul there. Vyacheslav Bobrov, he never really got into a set position, just kept on moving with the defender there. You can't do that. It's an easy call for the referee. That momentum, I said it in the timeout, they responded every time. Oh, there's an offensive foul there on Sugar. Don't know, must have been an off arm. I didn't quite see it because of where the bodies were, but certainly the defender looked like he caught one in the face. Let's see what we can see here. Again, it's hard to tell, but Luzhniak trying to bully his way to the rim, but he's denied out by 2 Slovenian defenders. Well, the EuroBasket dream is fading away from Ukraine here with 4 minutes to go, turning into something of a nightmare. As Hrovat wants to pile on the pain, pile on the agony. Gregor Hrovat with the triple, and really, in the space of a minute, he's put them to the sword, hasn't he? 2 threes, a defensive play. And what was 7 is now 13. And that's kind of been the story of the game. There've been moments, you can see the foul trouble for Ukraine, nothing to worry about with 3:48 to go. Moments for Ukraine where you think, oh, here they go, here they come. They've got a bit of momentum, they've got a bit of a chance here. And Slovenia have responded every single time. You think at the start of the third when they hit those 2 threes. A couple of times in the first half as well. And then this latest one now, where Gregor Hrovat just said, enough of this. This game's too close for comfort. Bang, bang, have a couple of them. .7 assists. They hadn't got much experience in the lineup, but he certainly showed his class. Bluzniuk back to Zoltov. Well, that pass was nearly stolen away again. There's that number 15 doing it at both ends once again. Turning into the closer here. Quite see what Shukar did there, but he's not quite right. Whether he caught one in the ribs. Well, it brings Bine Prepelic into the game. Blocking foul. To be honest with you, the bench is up. He never looked like he was in a defensive position to me, to be going in the wrong direction as well. He's going sideways, he's falling down. It's a blocking foul. It's a good call. Shaq. Well, the whole bench was up, the coach as well. I think there's been a technical foul called as well. Ooh. Just there from Bluzniuk for the technical. It's been given as a coach technical rather than a bench technical. So Bluzniuk will shoot the two. There's confirmation of it being a coach rather than a bench technical. Can't make the last one, Bluzniuk. Walker's about to pick the ball up there. Oh, brilliant tip on. I'm not quite sure what he was waiting for there. Prepelic seems to have an open lane and hesitated, but it's a brilliant piece of play to tip that pass forward. Well, that just a heady play. With 4 now. Back to 12, just over 3 minutes for Ukraine to salvage it. It's going to take something spectacular from here. Well, Prepelic had an enviable task of being the odd man out on the switch. There's quite a few of his teammates have been on the wrong end of Artem Stovey to this point. Free throws. They've missed double figures in this contest. 11. Down 12, you've missed 11. You've missed 12. It's easy to do the maths on that. Teams don't often go 100%, but if you had, even if you'd gone 80%, you'd be right in the balance now. Throw that. Oh, that's another great pass, but what a block from Tkachenko from behind. Zukov. Can't take too long. Luzhnyak trying to force his way to the rim. And with every empty possession, elimination draws nearer. Foul called. Krova. Pump fake, got a long way into that pump fake, took it into the rim. It's the way the arm comes down there at the end. The up and down from Bobrov is fine. He's got his arms up there. It's fine. That's where they started and finished. But in between that, they went down onto the arm for the foul. Well, I think the noise is a sign of respect to say this guy's taking it away from us, from the Ukrainian fans. Ooh, that was a little high. Bobrov getting it inside, supposed to be underneath. Oh, he's missed another one from close range. Fouled second time. He can't believe the first one didn't go in. He's missed another one. Well, they've had enough missed free throws to win the game. They were ending up, they're going to lose it probably by double figures. The EuroBasket dreams are about to end in 90-odd seconds time. And Portugal, even before the ball goes up, will be celebrating. Probably from close range. He left all on his own. The defense completely collapsed there. Well, I don't quite know where the Portuguese are, but they're surely cognizant of the score here. Somewhere in the building, I would imagine by now. And somewhere ready to celebrate when they take on Israel in a couple of hours' time, it will not matter. They will have qualified for Ukraine. Well, disappointment. They're going to miss out. And only pride to play for in that final game in Portugal on Monday. Well, the ball's over the halfway line. The shot clock is still on, so he is going to have to heave. He's going to try and dribble it out. And if I was the shot clock operator, I'd probably turn it off now. We don't really need the shot. They did. Well done. Well done. We don't really need the shot clock violation. Ukraine's hopes of qualification for EuroBasket are over. Portugal will go through for the first time since 2011. The youthful Slovenian team have continued their march at the top of Group A. Final score, Ukraine 68, Slovenia 80. Ukraine no longer able to qualify. The three qualifying teams are now known from Group A. Portugal will go through, and it was the shooting numbers. Really good all game. If anything, they dipped a little bit, the 2-point numbers at the end, but still very healthy indeed. And Ukraine will rue the amount of missed free throws they had in that game. That man there, Gregor Hrovat, with 22 points, and he really finished the job off when Ukraine got a little bit of momentum in the fourth quarter, cut it back to 6. He said, nope, we're taking this win. A couple of defensive plays, couple of threes, some assists in there as well. Great all-round performance from the veteran on a youthful team, but Slovenia will be pleased with how their young charges have held their own. And Portugal will qualify without having to worry about their game here in a couple of hours' time. Well, we look back at the action from this fourth quarter, and there was just a moment or two, wasn't there, at the beginning, where it just looked like maybe they've got a bit of momentum in, maybe it could just go, and the belief you can see was there. But then Hrovat said, no, not today, not on my watch, this is not happening. And really killed the dream of the Ukrainians with, it was basically 3 plays, those 2 threes and a steal in between. And that really sucked the belief out of those in blue and yellow. And Slovenia, good value for it. I mean, they led for basically the whole contest, behind for 30-odd seconds in the early stages, and really satisfying to do that with such a young squad. Well, Portugal have qualified. Ukraine are out. The top 3 will all go through. Israel and Portugal coming up in a couple of hours' time, but the Portuguese, the pressure is off. It doesn't matter what the score is. For the first time in 14 years, they will be going to EuroBasket. And they've got, well, 2 games to spare, never mind 1. Congratulations to them. Commiserations to Ukraine, who can no longer qualify. But you can see the Portuguese flag now on the list of those who have made it through in the road to EuroBasket. Slovenia were already on that graphic at the start of the show, but now at the end, Portugal alongside them as the latest team to punch their ticket.
Congratulations. What was the game plan for today's game?
The game plan was to have more energy and to be willing to win more than Ukraine. So we did that, and you saw that this was the right recipe.